Welcome to Project Mystique, Part 2, guys.
Part 2 underway.
That's
already.
right.
Been home for what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, and you got two bikes.
And I stripped the bike down, took everything off. I got two bikes in the air. I got my 2011 hover bike, swapping wheels out to the 2016 Mystique. So yeah, just doing a little change over here. Nothing serious. Just putting in the Frank's quick change front end system and swapping out the wheels and just kind of getting this one more step ahead. That's all.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so we got the bike a little bit naked. You can see the battery box has been adjusted here. This is where the ABS system used to be, and with like the hardware, and this is just the computer side, the plug-in side of the ABS. So now you have nice access to the shock. You can just pull the shock right out. I would say you just pull this tank holder off and out she comes. Or of course,
Pull the shock.
yeah, you could even take this off and then look,
Oh,
it's direct. It's just
yeah.
there's plenty of room.
I bet she does take that off of there, hey?
Probably both, and this
Yeah.
velcros out and comes out of the way.
I don't think that would need to come out of the way, but
You never know.
yeah, I don't know. That's okay. Yeah.
And here is next to the engine, nice and clean in there, which is good. Never got too dirty.
No, everything's really clean inside there. Considering it's got 9,000 kilometers, it's looks pretty good. I'm not sure what that wire is for.
Yeah, here's your throttle.
I noticed that one hanging out there as well. I'll get into all those.
And then that's your spacer system that you put in now.
Yeah, that's the spacer system for that, for the Frank's Quick, because you can see how much shorter it is. Because now the spacer is on the wheel. See? See how the spacer's on the wheel?
Yeah, it stays on the wheel. Oh, then you
Yeah.
push it on and off each wheel.
No, well, I have these spacers for every wheel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And nicely greased up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, unlike what I just took off.
No grease on that front axle.
It's really hard to get that front axle out.
Yeah.
Really, really hard. But that's okay. I'll clean it. I'll make it good and greased up. No problem.
Yeah, you can notice things such as the banjos. You got some sort of silicone on them. And on the other one as well, it's got a Suzuki GSX-R or whatever clutch changed out. So gives a little different pivot point. A little larger, I guess, and a lot cheaper to get a clutch from Suzuki. So that's kind of a neat little trick. And as you can see right here on the banjo as well, we got silicone, guys. So because it's really hard to drill those banjo bolts, as I talked about in the Project Morpheus. And kind of interesting, instead of running a frame slider, run like a custom little Delrin plastic spacer there. And then of course on the Master.
Their unique touches, right?
Yeah, everybody's got their own ways of doing things, so it's kind of cool to take a look. I can't see if there's silicone on that banjo or not, but you guys tell me. And
yeah, we're gonna clean the radiators, I guess, and
yeah, get
some
all that
covers
off.
on those.
Sweet.
Yeah, got a lot of work to do yet.
So then, yeah, just get that rear wheel off, get the thing hovering a little bit better. Oh,
yeah.
tripping over my pit bull stands.
Yeah. Swap one wheel at a time, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had David Alexander do his suspension. That's what the FS2 is.
Who is David Alexander?
David Alexander, a guy in Washington.
Yeah.
Older fellow, done a lot of race team stuff.
That's cool.
He's the guy that built my Cowie ZX6 engine.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So.
It's really cool. Okay. Next, I gotta pull those out.
All right, well, that's about it for the update, guys, for part 2.
Part 2 of many. Who knows how many there is, but yeah.
We can always update later. And then here is Merlin, of course. I'm just measured out exactly 5.5 millimeters on the shock ride height adjuster. Oh, there you can see it. So right there, that's 5.5 millimeters between the bottom and top. But there's many different ways to measure it, so you can't necessarily just copy that. And there you go. I was using my veneer caliper because always the batteries are dead in the other ones. All right, music back. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. welcome to the channel. We're gonna go check out the bike build here with Q-Man. Check out Project Mystique, how he's coming along. Oh yeah, there's Tank Life, guys. Just hanging out. Oh yeah, there's the RZR Turbo. Q-Man!
Yo, 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 bro.
What's
going on?
I just stopped by to work on the trailer.
Stop by, yeah, right on.
Get ready for my upcoming trip to California to teach some students at Thunder Hill.
Cool. That's sweet.
And then I'm mentoring a novice at AFM at Button Willow on the 15th, 16th, 17th.
Oh, really? That's awesome. That's super cool.
And how about you? What's going on with Project Mystique?
Project Mystique is coming along slowly. Just working on resetting the battery, this Shirai battery here into the battery box. Just doing a few modifications, putting in some extra foam, just to kind of secure it all nicely.
Yeah, so it doesn't move around at all.
Yeah, so it doesn't wiggle around, especially when it's upside down, you know?
Yeah.
Whoa, shit. No.
The nice thing is they're super light anyway, so
Yeah.
it's all just a little bit of perfect OCD style.
Yeah, so just a little bit of, a little bit of foam block with that's got some adhesive on it. And that's that. So yeah, Project Mystique is coming along so far today. Well, just this afternoon I just got in here. I have changed out the wheels, put in the chain adjusters, which is really nice. Took out the stock chain adjusters because I can't stand them.
Oh man, the stock
They're
stuff is horrible.
terrible. So yeah, so I got the Lite chain adjusters in there. They seem to be working pretty well. I might have them a little bit tight on this one side because it's a little tricky. But yeah, it's good. Just come along.
How does it? How do you adjust it for You mean it's difficult to?
Yeah, difficult. Well, right now it's tightened down, so it's. But yeah, this one here seems to be a little tight. So I don't know if there's like a little bit of a bend in it or something, but.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm not so sure. Or am I got a little bit too tight here, and it's kind of got a little bit of a curve.
All right. So yeah, once you pull the axle out,
Yeah,
loosen it up,
I'm gonna do some checking and figure that out. Adjusted the chain, wired in the connection for the Shirai charger.
Oh yeah. So
Right?
you have a remote here.
Yeah, and I just have it tied up here because I don't use it very often because these Shirais, they stay charged for so long. You don't really need it that often.
I know. I think I've used it once, maybe.
Yeah. So I just try to get the right length and then just attach it there because that will be my spot when I'm racing it. Will be attached to there with that strap. Front wheel's done. Of course, my phone is ready.
We'll pause then. Take a pause.
For a minute.
And we're back.
All right, guys. So here we are. Just had a little phone call interruption. I got to do work still. While working on the bikes. Just working on tidying up all the wiring. Been cleaning up the backside of the tail, so that's nice and tidy and secure. No wires hanging down. Make sure all the zip ties are all in there really good. Next step, I'm going to work on
the
on
RCK3
cable.
cable.
RCK3 cable, yeah. Open up the factory harness down through here, and I think I'm going to try to get it tucked in and stored in here, so that way when I just pull the seat off, I've got really quick access right to the RC3
cable.
3K cable, or RC whatever it is.
Yeah, RC3K.
Yeah, RC3K. That's a hard one to say. For doing all the adjustments that you need to do for wheelie control. You don't want to have it
Launch
stuck
control,
up here,
set up your gearing.
stuck up here underneath the tail. Then you got to pull the seat and pull the tail. And if you're in a bit of a hurry, it's just quick. 2 screws comes off the seat, and if the little piece is right there, you can just hook it up to a laptop, and away you go. So.
And at the track, of course, we are always in a hurry.
Always in a hurry.
Yeah,
Something is always not working.
I'm like, I got to change my gear ratios and change the wheelie control between a session, and you got to change tires, wheels, whatever else.
Yeah.
You got to get
If you don't
hydrated.
have any crew to help you, you're doing this all on your own. And if
Chances-
anybody wants to volunteer to be like a tech guy for HDR, for myself, or for Irnieracing, or combined, let us know.
Yeah, it's
We
always
do need
nice.
a tech guy for sure. That'd be
It's
great.
always nice. But I'll be doing that for Robert, my novice at AFM. Do the same
That's
thing.
right. Yeah.
Because he's riding Project Morpheus, so that'll be a fun test as well.
Yeah. So we're just going to continue on Project Mystique. Going to work on kind of cleaning things up, just sort of seeing what needs to be replaced, what I'm going to change over, parts I'm going to take from Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right. I'm stealing a few parts from Bumblebee. Some of my trick race parts off of Bumblebee.
Looks so nice.
And put them onto Mystique. And
The rain tires fit perfect with this bike. Big old straight muffler.
it's a pretty clean looking rain bike, I'd say. But
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Quentin, he's not sure if he wants to let her go.
Yeah, but it's money.
Money more racing.
You gotta put parts into all the other things.
Into Mystique, yeah. So switch a couple things over, and then you got your A and your B bikes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna work on this for not much longer today because I gotta get back in on the turbo, on the Razor. I got some issues with the Razor. I've lost my power connection from the battery to the accessory outlet, which controls all my lights. So I got no lights.
Yeah, you lost all the LEDs.
Lights. So I think maybe what has happened.
Oh man, it's gonna suck ripping all this stuff out again.
Take the seats out. I gotta pull all the center stuff out again. I'm hoping it won't be too difficult, but yeah, we'll see. That's gonna be this evening's project after dinner. So.
And I forgot to mention, guys, on the next episode with Project Mystique and Q-Man, it's going to be bearing time. So just like I did on Merlin, we got to get in there, remove all the suspension link bearings, and re-grease them, check them, make sure everything is perfect and well greased, because we noticed this bike right off the bat didn't have any grease on the front axle. How about the rear axle?
The rear axle had some grease on it, yeah.
All right, so the front was kind of an oddity.
There, yeah.
And then, of course, we need to take this stock OEM stabilizer off and feel the front end when we get it just hovering on the jack stands off the frame. And we'll get some frame sliders on there from Woodcraft too. And we'll check the front end steering head bearings. So that'll be a quick bearing check. And once we get the shock out of there later on for service at KFG and the forks, we can check the swing arm bearings, because that'll be disconnected as well. Yeah. Or actually we can do that when we just take the suspension links off too.
We might have to make a little trip to KFG.
That's right. Yeah. Do the shock dyno for that Olin's TTX, and then those.
See Barry.
Make sure the forks are all straight and true as well.
The Barry Russell dyno.
Yeah, that's right. Barry Russell in the house.
Great little plug for KFG.
That's right. I love that shop. Love that guy. That's in Auburn, Washington, everybody.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
All right. And then we could definitely recheck it on the dyno at Nell's, make sure everything's appropriate.
Well, if we're making the trip, we might as well
hit them all. Yeah.
Hit them all. Yeah.
You visit Nell's as well. And you mentioned you want to have your buddy check the valve clearance.
Oh yeah, I'll get Gary, mechanic Gary, to check that.
Yeah, BMW Gary. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll do all the valves checks on that, get that done, make sure all the clearances are done, because it's at about 9,000 kilometers right now, which, you know,
was that mostly street?
That's mostly street. I think he said
one season on the track.
6,500 kilometers on the street, and then another 1,500 kilometers on the track. So it's just peace of mind knowing that the valve clearances are all good and everything is.
Yeah, just, you know, like kind of periodic maintenance every couple of years.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. And then I got a little work on the dirt bike to switch that front fender. I bought a whole new pack, and I found this one just hanging out too. So as you can see, I got some tape going on, guys. Well, anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, and share Project Mystique as it starts to hit the public on YouTube. Obviously, this is patrons only right now, but a few days later, part 1 will go public. And if you don't know, that's patreon.com/Irnieracing. And, you know, it's $2 to subscribe per month, guys, as a minimum. And it just gives us a reason to do these videos. Otherwise, we won't exist.
That's right.
All right, cheers, bye.